Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Beck. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marion. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top.
I hit the fucking wrong fucking button. Fuck me.
And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look,
you know what? I couldn't help it.
This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. Now, he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to pass, it's back. Dances away. Fakes to grab. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Fuck, I double tapped that button too fast.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again,
there he goes. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
He throws into the middle of the field. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking for room. It's Moss. At the 20, he's got space. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Lets it fly. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think could read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. Lets it fly. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for space. It's Moss. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. Knocked down for the tackle.
All right, let me stop. I'm done smoking now.
It's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Oh, I ain't gonna be it now. So we smoke. Back now, bitch. Let's go.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Here comes the 2-point try. They'll try to pound their way in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
I don't say nothing. Like he's some badass nigga. I just said you got some smoke, so.
Looks like he's going to breathe, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, and they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves him with the back.
I keep you watching a lot.
Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got a man, it's Bauman. And an absolutely fearless tackle.
That's what I said, son. I ain't say my live. I said I can eat watching your live.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The throw. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. To the ground with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking for just 1 more yardage. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
Gets it out fast. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Looking for space. It's Moss. Powers through the defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Gashing the knee on the right. And he ran away from the crowd.
You look at that dude got the extra block.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally forced out.
Better go out of bounds, D.
A step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
The play-action fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Converts on 4th down. Still going. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's brought down the one a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. And they can't make the connection on down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively, in that situation, 4th down, you're
yeah, you need to start recording with your weak ass internet.
Or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense